Hey guys, I just got back from the Australian Meat Emporium in Alexandria, Sydney. It's pretty good, pretty cheap. Got a lot of meats there, got organs and things. They got lamb, beef, pork, chicken, whatever. They got like intercostals, a lot of weird meats. Really good if you're doing carnivore or something like that, or you just want good meat. They got like grass-fed stuff, so this is just some of the stuff I got today. It only lasts probably like a week, but there's some grass-fed chuck, mince, pork hocks, I never saw these in the store before, these little lamb riblets, and some beef bones. They've got a lot of cool stuff, like huge tomahawks and like all that, B plus 12, like Wagyu, whatever, like crazy Japanese shit. Yeah, worth it. If you're in Sydney, check it out. Okay, bye-bye. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to be writing a blog post about it, sort of like included in my, where to find like good meats and things in Sydney and just in general if you're on carnivore. There's a few places you can check out which are really good that I recommend. So yeah, check it out, gutsandgrass.com if you want to just wait, in anticipation for that blog post to come out. Yeah. Okay, let's look at a good way we can cook these lamb riblets. Get a pan, hot, stainless steel, chuck them in. I'm going to use some beef sweat for this. So I'm probably going to use about half the pack, so I'm just going to like season these, okay? Season really well. This is some Himalayan salt. I'm just going to jack it with salt, okay? That's just straight in the pack. I've got my pan with my beef sweat oil, beef fat, basically like tallow, cooking in there. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna chuck these in. Okay, so we're just gonna dump these in, salt side down. Okay. Wow, look at that skin on there. Okay. Yeah. And then we're going to season that side again, and where we go. I've got to mention I'm preheating the oven to like 190 or something, just to like finish them off for like maybe 15 minutes. I love lamb when it's got a lot of fat on it, and it's just like attached to the bone. Lamb cutlets are so good because of this. And it's like the part of the lamb. If you have like 4/4 chops, that's pretty good. But if you get those like, these weird like lamb steaks, sometimes they sell, just taste really lammy. And they don't have that much fat on them. And when they're like, oh, it's juicy, but there's so much blood in it. And I think that's why it's so lammy, because it's got so much blood. Like even if you cook it a lot, it's still slightly pink. The meat itself, it's like red because of all the thing. And I don't like that one, but I sure do like this kind of shit. So we're going to flip them now. It's been like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Doesn't have to be like super dark because they're going back in the oven. But you can see you get some nice fat, sort of like rendering a little bit, coloring. Okay. This is going to be tasty. So we're going to get the other side about the same. And then we're going to... And then we're going to chuck them in the oven. That'll get the bones a bit more cooked and finish off all that fat juiciness. But I think this is going to be pretty tasty. And yes, I use chopsticks because I am a big fan of chopsticks. I think forks and knives are totally overrated. This is the master race. Chopstick master race. Comment if you like using chopsticks by your wife. Okay, let's chuck them in the oven soon, and yeah. Okay, so I've done like 2-3 minutes on this side, now we're going to chuck the whole thing in the oven, including the pan, because it's stainless steel. Okay, let's go. I actually turned it up to like 200-ish. Okay, it's looking pretty good, bubbling away. Oh, look, it's bubbling away in there. Okay, I feel like that's probably good enough. Don't want them to be too stiff, hard, and overcooked. So we're just gonna snag these bad boys out of the oven. Oh yeah, she's a smoky boy. Oh. Okay, let's take a look. Not bad. You can, oh shit, how do I do this? Oh, mama. Okay, anyways, that's ready to go. Okay, let's eat. Alright, this is the lamb. Let's begin. So, basically, yeah, I didn't want to overcook it too much because, you know, meat actually gets a bit sort of like toxic. If you cook the shit out of it, the proteins and things get denatured. So, best to avoid that. That's why they say on carnivore, grass-fed meat's obviously good, but don't like go further than medium rare. Wow. So that tastes just like your typical like lamb cutlet for like a third of the price. Lots of salt. Get the fat to be like just sort of like browned, you know, it was a bit soft. Still a bit white though in the middle. That's the best. And you gotta make sure after you cook it in a pan like that, pour all that oil back on. Maybe add a bit more salt just in case. That oil is all the lamb fat, obviously, but he cooked it in the tallow, the beef fat, and you got some flavor that kind of like fell into the pan, right? The browning part. Oh God. Yeah, that is so good. And like chewing on these little end bits, like this little sort of like ridge. So juicy. But because of fat, not because of blood. So you can just go to the store, get a blade pack of these. This is a kilo of these little bones, well, like riblets. There's a lot of meat. For like, it's 18 per kilo. Mind you, this is Australia. Yeah, Australian dollars. So US dollars is like half that, almost. The Australian dollar is so low now compared to US. So, and lamb is cheap in Australia though, so it probably balances out. We got so many lambs fucking running around, just waiting to be eaten. Most of them are grass-fed. I think only 15% of lamb in Australia is not grass-fed. Because lamb is a bit different. You know, it likes to graze. And, which is the way we've set up our cattle industry, I guess. They might be finished on grains, but not all of them. And lamb is good like beef because it's a ruminant. So, meaning it has like, actually I don't know the exact definition, but basically it has multiple stomachs to digest the foods. So they've got like grass and shit that they need to digest to get rid of all the toxic shit that we don't have the stomachs to be able to digest. They do it. And as a result, you got all these unique fatty acids and amino acids and shit from the grass they eat. Like they make their muscle tissue out of that. And we eat it and it's good. They process a lot of the impurity or like the toxic shit for us. Whereas pigs and look at that, it's so oh my god. The pigs and poultry don't really do that. They've got one stomach. That's why on carnivore usually you try to stick with beef or lamb or sheep, goat, whatever. because you get a better nutrition profile. The benefits of things like pork and chickens and stuff is probably in the gelatin and maybe the bones, marrow, and just the fact that it's still meat, like, and they eat a bit different. So pigs don't really eat grass, neither do chickens. Chickens eat like worms and bugs and grains, unfortunately, if they're fed them. Pork eat like grains and stuff. Pigs will eat a lot of stuff, corn, whatever. But the problem with that is corn's got so much of these harmful like pesticides, like glyphosate, in them. The crops are so heavily sprayed. And it's not particularly nutritious anyways. You know, the corn oil and things is not very tasty, not very good. And when your cows eat it, your pigs eat it, you know, that'll become unhealthy. And meat becomes unhealthy. Anyways, it's good to eat grass-fed beef as your main source of macros, calories, and nutrition. With organs as kind of a supplement. Connective tissues, collagen is sort of like also a supplement, but it's like necessary if you want to be optimal. Anyways, I'm just going to keep eating. I don't know if you want to watch the whole thing, so it's just oh, look at that. Look at these big chunky boys. Oh my god, the bone just broke. So tender. Look at that. Oh. Okay. Bye.